Hey there, welcome to episode 52 of the Buy Me an Update audio program. I am your host, Dan Hugo. We are recording this at 12:44 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time here in Greater Vegas, on Monday, November 17, 2025. We publish on Monday mornings, so that works out nicely. Today is episode 52, which means the end of season 0. So season 1 starts next week. Hopefully wherever you found this audio program, there are a couple of places now. You're able to locate the episode description, which contains the show notes, including the summary, which I'll read to you now. Fun fact, November is Entrepreneur Month. Apparently, I didn't really know that. And today is the beginning, give or take, of Global Entrepreneur Week for 2025, hence the title and topic of today's episode, GEW 2025. Look around, see if anyone is celebrating where you are. There is a Global Entrepreneur Week Nevada thing going on, but wherever you're listening, take a look. The links for today's episode are as they are as usual. Hopefully you found this episode either at buymeacoffee.com/danhugo/posts, where it is originally published. It's published there first. And then it is also published via Spotify for Creators, where all of my other audio programs are published. I did mention last week that I would be switching over to my own property links instead of linking to Spotify for Creators, which is kind of getting a little bit flaky. Guess what? I'm behind schedule. So all of the links right now point to Spotify for Creators for all of my audio programs. You can also find Coffee Solo and Buy Me an Update linked from my personal homepage, danhugo.com. My personal homepage is very ugly. Everything's a work in progress. Last week, my audio programs went along something like this, some path like this. Let's Invade for Vegas was, for the first time, I think, I couldn't find any reference where I had done this before, a rundown on our mission statements, which are all sort of related, but it's a plural, multiple mission statements. We can do that. That's fine. We have one purpose on file with the IRS and with the Secretary of State of Nevada. Quaggling Sand was a little reflection on my not being a gamer, that is a player of computer games on computers. That doesn't include board games and whatnot, though I do benefit from those who do. I think we all do in one way or another. FFS Talk was a go at complexity and why it is a problem in this modern era. I've talked about complexity versus complication in various episodes in the past, so this time I actually talk about it specifically. Cafe Genius Impresarios was a look at Global Entrepreneur Week here in Greater Vegas, technically all of Nevada, and the velvet rope between the economic diversification efforts of the cool people and the so-called entrepreneurial innovation ecosystem, I call it that, so should you, of the Greater Vegas area at least, and where a lot of us are outside looking in over that rope. Or do they even know? That's what the Genius Roundtable is about, and so on. Upcoming news and announcements. This is episode 52. It's the final episode of season 0, of course, a milestone of sorts. I've done this a few times with different audio programs, so it's not a huge deal, but I should try to do something different for season 1, perhaps, which begins next week. What to do, though, for season 1? That is a good question. But yeah, I do need to do something to be more visible, at least. So even though this is an audio program, so I got to think about that. And clearly I'm good at hitting my milestones. I have not spent much time on making the websites look nicer, as I sort of intimated moments ago. I have little, if any, web traffic because I have not actually been promoting the sites beyond the audio programs themselves. And guess what? If you're already listening, you may not need to go to any website. So until I can make them interesting and valuable for other visitors, it's like, I got to get to it, but I got so much to do. A few things I need to sort out. Finally, we are in the civic volunteer winter by all indications. I need to redouble my own efforts on my own stuff. I don't know that I'm telling you this for any particular reason, listener, but I am definitely telling me this. Cutting it really close to 5 minutes. Take it easy. Have a good week. Enjoy Global Entrepreneur Week for 2025. Take care now. Bye-bye.